So Prasannatma Prabhu, are you prasanna?
Try to be.
At the time when you will explain the Bhagavatam, then you will sit here or where?
No, you sit and I read, and you give command.
No, you explain. I will sit here in the chair.
You want now or you want Maharaj can do some Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Because
First
we
you
did not
sing.
chant, we did not sing.
First you sing any kirtan, then after that he will sing.
Oh, it's heavy boy.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Givadadari Gopi Jana Balaba Givadadari Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Givadadari Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamunatira Vanachari Munatira Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana
Say something from the Bhagavatam, because Maharaj told me today you will start a new chapter of Bhagavatam from Chantika.
We are following, we are reading every morning. We did 7, 8, 9, no 10, and now we are chapter 13. We are following, not jumping, we are following.
It's good, it's good.
So today is the Gopi's search for Krishna. Ah, best. But Maharaj asked you, but if you want to do something else, you can do something else.
No, it is good. Chaitanya Maharaj ordered us, listen Bhagavatam.
Yes,
So we will follow the instruction of Chaitanya Maharaj.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo naram cheva narotamam devim sarasvatim vyasam tato jaya mudirayet nasta preshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati utamashloke bhaktir bhavaiti naistiki.
Sri Sukavacha Antarite Bhagavati Suhaseva Vrajangana Atapyam Stams Asaksana Karinya Ivayut Tapam. Sukadev Goswami said, il y a besoin de traduction là pour quelqu'un ou... Non, c'est bon, tout le monde comprend. Sukadev Goswami said, when Lord Krishna disappeared so suddenly, the gopi felt great sorrow at losing sight of him, like a group of female elephants who have lost their man. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad purport. This chapter describes the gopi madness in separation. They are crying from the trees about Krishna and their imitation of Krishna's pastimes. It also tells how Krishna enjoyed with Radhika and then abandoned her.
C'est tout?
Ouais. Si tu as quelque chose de spécial, tu dis si la même chose.
Oui, c'est spécial.
Hein?
Yes.
Ticket.
Shashidhar Swamipad, Bhavarta Deepika. The 30th chapter describes how the gopis, feeling untold anguish upon not seeing Sri Krishna, began burning in separation. And like mad women, they search for him from forest to forest till late in the night. Jiva Goswami Pad, Veshvanath Toshani. Shri Shukadev Goswami felt great pain when he described how Shri Krishna suddenly disappeared. Due to this, he was unable to speak. Thus, there was a break in the narration. This break marked the end of the previous chapter. Even though he was feeling unhappy, as soon as he remembered the good fortune of the topmost gopi, Sri Radhika, with whom Bhagavan Sri Krishna had disappeared, he regained his composure and resumed the narration with this first verse. Shukadev Goswami used the phrase "antarite," meaning that Sri Bhagavan vanished suddenly without anyone observing. The word Sahasheva, quite suddenly, designates the imperceptible way in which he disappeared. In other words, they did not see him leaving, so they could not know in which direction he had gone. His unexpected departure threw the Vrajagopi into a frenzy of intense affliction. The use of the word Vrajangana, the damsel of Braj, indicates that Krishna is the only lover of all the gopis. Thus, their pain in separation was excessive. This intense burning in separation, which the gopis were experiencing, is compared to that of the female elephant's anxiety upon losing sight of their beloved leader. This comparison is used to show that she-elephant's only shelter is their mate. Similarly, the Vrajagopis' only resource is Sri Krishna. And because of this, the Vrajadevis felt overwhelming agony when their lover abandoned them.
What you read, just you explain to you explain what you read in easy language too.
Yes.
No, but you are supposed to explain. Because you are here as our guest,
Because
we
you
want
are-
to hear from you. Every morning we are reading, not understanding anything, but we are reading.
C'est le 30e,
So
30e chapitre.
So we want to hear from you.
Just you explain.
C'est comme ça qu'on apprend. Ça m'explique. Mais c'est ce que je fais tous les jours.
This is a very intense chapter because it shows to the world how someone can love up to madness, very high stage of love, and nobody can actually, attain in this lifetime. So, Shukadev Goswami is a young boy, is brahmachari, no completely in Brahman realization, no attachment. So why he is spending at least 5 chapters in this Bhagavatam describing the gopis' love and Krishna's love for the gopi? It is certainly because it is completely transcendental, completely spiritual. Therefore, he showed to the world, look how beautiful, how great is the love of the gopis. And no one can compare with that. This is the intensity of this chapter. So he's telling many, many things. We are maybe going to read, but I don't know if we have time, because if we read of the Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is making big purport, because he's very Rasik Vaishnav, so he's giving his bhav into these verses, who looks like apparently not, but is finding so many intricacies in those chapters.
That word, spiritual word, is totally different from this word. In that world, you can't imagine a person, a devotee is getting darshan of Krishna. A person is getting eternal services of Krishna. Suppose the devotee is feeding to Krishna, or the devotee is giving massage to Krishna, because the Krishna is full of happiness, so the devotee is also getting the happiness. But if any devotee is feeling some separation, at the time of separation, the devotee is getting more happiness. We can't imagine in this world. Chaitanya Maharaj is saying that is Vipralambaras. For taking the taste of the Vipralambaras, himself Krishna descended in this world. So that world is totally different from this world. And we are very fortunate that we can get such a stage which gopis are feeling or gopis are getting. How we can get? Because our all Guru Vargas from the Madhur Ras. And they want to take us to that place. Himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you go through one verse written by Srinath Chakravarti, the essence of the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brijesu Tanaya Tatadhama Vrindavan काचित उपासना ब्रज वधु वर्गे नियकल्पिता. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants and devotees, the personal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our all the Guru Vargas, they want to take us up to that stage where gopis are serving to Krishna, or gopis are feeling the separation grief of Krishna. And this chapter is the highest taste of Krishna Prema. That is, it is right that they are feeling some anxiety. But in that anxiety is so much happiness. In this world, if any person is feeling some anxiety or mental agonies, so he will be sad. That person will be frustrated. But in that world, in the feeling anxiety, they are getting more happiness. So, if we follow the path of our Guru Vargas, then we can get such a position. What gopis are feelings in this stage. Yes, Prabhu.
Text 2. Gatyanuragasvita vibramexiter manoramalapavvihala vibrame aksitpasitta pramodaramaspates tastavishesta jagrihushtadatmikaha. But the coward woman remembered Lord Krishna. Their hearts were overwhelmed by his movement and loving smiles, his playful glances and enchanting talks, and by the many other pastimes he would enjoy with them. Thus, absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, the Lord of Rama, goddess of fortune, the gopi began acting out his various transcendental pastimes.
Tout ça, c'était la traduction du sloka.
Hein?
Non, c'est le deuxième verset.
Ah oui, mais moi j'aimerais
En verset ou en teneur et portée, elle demande.
en verset.
Ça, c'est le verset
J'ai pas
seulement.
entendu le verset.
Ça, c'était seulement le verset. Tout comme les jeunes femmes alors que les jeunes vachères, ou coward women, se souvenaient de Krishna, leur cœur fut submergé d'extase en se souvenant de ses mouvements, de ses sourires, de ses regards, de ses paroles et de ses autres divertissements. Comment ils se réjouissaient avec elle. Absorbés ainsi en Krishna, les gopis commencèrent à agir et à démontrer différents divertissements spirituels. Maintenant, elle tenait à porter Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, et à chaque fois, c'est long. You want to directly comment on this, or do I have to read purport?
I want to say, you read some of the sentences and explain in easy language to us. Same thing I want to say to this Prabhuji is reading the explanations of Sridhar Swami. What is your good name?
Premaras.
Premaras.
Oh, best.
Sorry.
This name is fit for you.
So the gopi began searching for Krishna here and there, and not finding him. The agony of separation increased more and more. The sanchari bhav of unmada, or divine madness, which appeared due to his pain of separation, is described in 2 verses in its manifest and unmanifest state. First, Krishna, Ramapate, which means the master of all beauty and opulence, approached the gopi with his natural movement of his feet. Coming before the gopi, Krishna showed his affectionate, gentle smiles and glances, in which the pupils of his eyes dart about in a special way. After attracting the gopis' mind, Krishna captivated them with charming conversation, just as the following. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti is making the discussion, the conversation. Krishna, oh lotus lady, are you going to offer your honey to this very thirsty honeybee or not? Krishna, Gopi, oh bee, the husband of the lotus is the sun, not the bee. How can we allow you to drink our honey? Krishna, but my dear lotus, the very nature of you lotuses is that you don't give your honey to your husband, the sun, but rather to your paramour, the bee. Defeated by Krishna's words, the gopi would laugh, and then Krishna drink the honey of their lips. To another gopi, Krishna said, I can understand that you approach this Kadamba tree standing here. You were bitten by an audacious snake. Its venom has already reached your chest. But since you are a respectable maiden, you have not asked me to kill you. Still, I will come being merciful by nature. Now, while I massage your body, I will chant a mantra to counteract the serpent poisons, Gopi. But, my dear snake charmers, no snake has bitten me. Go massage the body of some girl who actually have suffered a snake bite. Krishna, come now, my dear respectable girl. From your trembling voice, I can tell that you are experiencing a feverish reaction to poisoning. Knowing this, if I don't take care of you, I will be guilty of killing an innocent woman. So let me treat you. Saying this, Krishna scratched her breast with his fingernails. Then Krishna and the gopi will enjoy pastimes of union, samprayoga. After that, there will be vibhrama, madness due to love. The scripture says, failures of the mind to function on account of conjugal feeling is called vibhrama. Failures of the mind to function on account of conjugal feeling is called vibhrama. As the gopi in the state of separation remembered this ecstatic moment with Krishna, their mind becomes overwhelmed. Akshipta. So the gopi chastised their own mind. What are you doing? Why are you going to look for the darling of your life? They acted like this because they were in pramada, a state of extreme madness due to the loss of one's mind. Then rising to the stage of unmada, complete madness, the gopi's mind became totally absorbed, tad-atmika, in Krishna. At these times, the gopi intelligently imitated the wonderful pastimes of Krishna.
there are so many differences between this world and transcendental world. I heard from my Gurudev, His Divine Grace Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, one of them is, in this world, we all are self-centered. And in Bhagavad Dham, all are Krishna-centered. They have no any self-interest. Completely they have no self-interest. But for that purpose, we can't understand that. Being in this world by self-centered. You know, one day Guru Maharaj was sitting in the mat. One God brother came and he did Dandvat Pranam to Gurudev, and Gurudev asked, "How are you?" He replied, "I don't come in the mat. I heard that you have come, that's why I have come. Otherwise, I never come in the mat." Then Guru Maharaj asked, "Why?" Then he replied that there are new brahmacharis. They don't know how I work hard for getting this place and for building this mat. They don't know. Because they don't know my hard working, so they don't respect me. For that purpose, I thought, come in the mat. Guru Maharaj replied very politely, if we replied, then we say, why you are thinking about your respect? You come to the for Thakurji, you take Charanamritam there, you chant Hare Krishna Mahamad in front of your Gurudev's Thakurji, object of worship. But Guru Maharaj didn't say like that. Guru Maharaj replied him, our Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote, Atma Nivedan Tuva Padikari Hainu Paramasukhi. Bhakti Vinod Thakurji is saying, I completely surrendered myself unto the lotus feet of Krishna. I became happy. Dukkha durugalo. I have no any unhappiness, no mental agonies. Dukkha durugalo chintana, no any tension. Chaudhi ki anand dekhi. I am feeling happiness, all side happiness. Then Guru Maharaj told, if eternally we can't surrender ourselves unto the lotus feet of Krishna, then we will feel everywhere problems. In house, there are so many problems. In the job, there are also many problems. In the relatives, there are problems. In mud, they feel so many problems. But the cause of problem is the person did not surrender himself, core of the heart, to the Thakurji. So if we could not surrender ourselves completely unto the lotus of Krishna, then we will feel so many problems. In mart, in house, everywhere. The Guru Bhakti Vinod Thakurji is saying, Chaudhi ki anand dekhi, because I surrender myself completely, so I am feeling everywhere is happiness. So, the Prasannatma Prabhu, what he is reading, we can't, even we can't imagine that. We can't understand that. Because we are not in such a position. Because we are self-centered. if Maharaj will abuse to anyone, and from next day he or she will not come, the person will not think that I'm not coming I'm coming for Thakurji. I'm coming for doing my bhajan. I'm coming to listen Harikatha. But because the person did not get respect, so he will not come. So, Guru Maharaj told that so many differences between this world and that world. And one major difference is, in this world we all are self-centered. And in that world, all are Krishna-centered. They have no self-motive, any motive. You know, they are involved so deep in Krishna's thinking, in Krishna's leelas. They involve so deep. You know, sometime before Prasanatma read, the gopis are asking to the trees, where is Krishna? Can you imagine? If you lost it to any person, your son, your husband, or your wife, or any person, can you ask to the trees? We can't ask. But they are so deep involved. So they are asking to the trees, have you seen to my Krishna? And Krishna is also like that. You know, many times you heard the Krishna Leelas, when Krishna went to the house of the wife of Vidur, and he offered not banana. Revati, what's he offered? Huh?
The peel.
Yes, peels of banana. And Sri Krishna is eating. Suppose you love to someone and you went to his or her house. If that person will offer you the skin of the banana, can you take? We can't take. But Krishna loves so much. What devotee is giving? The peel of the banana he is eating. So this is the such a stage which we are reading. Yep. Prasannatma Prabhu is this stage, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Na Sochati Kankshati, and this Prabhuji Prema Rasa. So I want to say with the Prema Rasa, just you explain what you say.
So Jiva Goswami, he has a long purport also, but he said at one point that in a previous chapter, it is described as Sri Krishna attracting the gopis by his alluring behavior, his movements, and impassionate expressions. These gopis, thoroughly intoxicated, now began imitating Krishna's behavior with them. How he caressed them, embraced them, and joked with them on the bank of the Yamuna, as described in the verse. In the verse at end, the word pramada is used, indicating ladies whose hearts have been captivated and instilled with a special madness, pramada. By splitting the word in this way, we can understand the true nature of these gopis. They are characteristically intoxicated. Now, highly maddened, they became fully absorbed in Krishna's loving exchanges with them and started imitating his pastime. What else can be said about these love-sick maidens? So, like you say, in the previous chapter, it's mentioned that being intoxicated, they started to have this man and garva, it is mentioned, proud. So Krishna saw that it's not possible to enjoy in that way. So he thought the only way to remove this is to disappear. And as you say now, that in Vipralamba they are experiencing even a higher taste than to be in Sambhoga. That like Radharani, sometimes she says, oh, when I'm with Krishna, I see only one Krishna. But when I'm separated, I see Krishna is everywhere. Like this, like that. So Krishna actually, we could say, oh, he's very, I would say, it's not very nice for him to leave all these ladies like that in night. But actually, by his leaving, first of all, Jiva Goswami said that why he leaves is because he wanted also to enjoy with Radharani. That's one of the purpose. Then, also, he leaves because in that way they will experience even higher, like you were mentioning, ecstasy, by completely absorbing themselves. Because before being with Krishna, they absorb themselves in them. Oh, I'm the most fortunate lady because Krishna is the supreme, or whatever, not maybe the supreme Lord because he's a Vrindavan, but because he's the most beautiful and so on. But now, so they were absorbing themselves. So that was Krishna. It will not go. Because like you say, Krishna is the center. So by disappearing, then Krishna comes back as the center and they become mad by remembering all. They become really Krishna conscious in that way.
Yes. Maharaj say something. In Bhagavatam, Krishna Devan Vedvyas, he wrote this book, this scripture is not ordinary. Bhagavata, 12th canto, 13th chapter, in 13th chapter, Sri Krishna's, Krishna Devan Vedvyasi, Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Bhagavatam Ishyate. The summary of all the Vedanta Sutras, abstract of all the Vedanta Sutras is Srimad Bhagavatam. And in first canto of the Bhagavatam is also this. Krishna Devan Vedvyas wrote in the first canto, 3rd chapter, Krishna Devan Vedvyas, Sarva Veda Itihasa Nam Saram Samudritam. This is Bhagavad. Bhagavad is not ordinary scripture. For that purpose, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he took sannyas and he went to Jagannath Puri, there he told to Gadadhar Patil, Gadadhar, I want to hear Bhagavatam from your lotus mouth. Gadadhar became so happy. I am getting this service, this seva. Then he brought the Bhagavatam. So, with folding hand, Gadadhar asked, what should you want to hear? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I want to hear about Dhruva. He started Dhruva Charitra and is giving nice explanation of every word of the slokas. How? Because Gadadhar himself, Radharani is explaining So no one can explain better than Radharani. So in form of Gadadhar Pandit, Radharani is explaining every word of that Dhruva Charitra and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu listening. So many days he heard this. When it be completed, so Gadadhar put today Dhruva Charitra completed. So what do you want to listen? Gadadhar, again you start this. I want to hear again. So many days he explained. You know, in this Leela, very nice thing is this. Again and again, again and again, again and again, Gadadhar is explaining. But not feeling, why? Why you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not changing the topic? Because the object of Gadadhar is to make satisfied to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by explaining the Bhagavad, Dhruva Charitra. I heard from Gurudev that in this way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this Dhruva Charitra and Prahlad Charitra more than 100 times. So, Krishna Deva and Ved Vyas, first canto, this Bhagavatam is Sarva Ved. We have 4 Vedas. This is summary of all the Vedas. Sarva Ved Itihasanam. Itihas means so many Purans, or especially Itihas, we have 2 histories, 2 history books, Bharat and another Ramayana. This Bhagavatam is summary of Bhagavad Gita, summary of Mahabharata, summary of Ramayana, and gist of Vedas. Himself, Krishna Deva and Ved Vyas is saying this. So, we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam very attentively, and if anything is not, I am not understanding, then think my stage is so low stage and this very highest is Leela of highest stages. This Krishna and Gopi is Leela. Yes, Prasanatma Prabhu.
Verse 3. Gati smita prakshana basanu jishu priya priyasya pratiruddha muktaya asvaham vidya balastadmika navedishu krishna vihara vibramaha. Because the beloved Gopi were absorbed in thoughts of the beloved Krishna, the bodies imitated his way of moving and smiling, his way of beholding them, his speech, and his other distinctive features. Deeply immersed in thinking of him, maddened by remembering his pastime, they declare to one another, I am Krishna! Purport. The verse describes the mature state of the gopis' condition of unmada, absorbed in the gait and other characteristic of Krishna mentioned in the previous verse. The gopi imitated the Lord. First, the action of Krishna entered the senses and mind of the gopi's body, and then the gopi's body entered into the various action and quality of Krishna. Due to madness, the gopi lost all sense of distinction and considered, I am Krishna and Krishna is me. As the gopi reach the topmost limit of tasting this ras, they become tadatmika, in the sense that the self assume a likeness to Krishna as they announce to each other, I am Krishna, Asavaham. But they did not adopt the mood of Angrapasana, thinking oneself one with the Supreme, as it is established by the words Priya Priyasya. None of the gopis were conscious at all that they were women of Braj. They had attained a unique state of madness, unmada or vibhrama, in which they identified completely with Krishna and his pastimes. End of quote.
Very special thing told our Prasannatma Prabhu, who is explaining this Leela, Sukdev Goswami. The Sukdev Goswami, when he did not meet to Krishna Dev and Vedvyas, before that he was in such a stage, he don't know what is the difference between male and female. He don't know. He was such a stage. And after that he heard Bhagavatam. If Sukadeva Goswami is explaining, it means it is so higher than worldly these things. In Garud Purana there is one verse. Garud Purana. Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam Bhartarth Vinirnaya. What is Bhagavatam? How great Bhagavata scripture is. Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam means the Bhagavat is the summary of the Brahma Sutras. And Bharatarth Vinirnaya. Bharat means Mahabharata. This is purport of Mahabharata. Srimad Bhagavatam. And Gayatri Bhasya Swarupoyam. This is explanation of Gayatri. In second initiation, Guru Maharaj gave so many Gayatris to us. Gaur Gayatri, Krishna Gayatri, so many Gayatris. Guru Gayatri. This Bhagavatam is explanation of Kama Gayatri. If a person chants the Kama Gayatri, then whole Bhagavat will reveal in the devotees, in that devotee's heart. Because this is explanation of Gayatri. Himself, Krishna Dev and Vedvyas is saying, Gayatri Bhasya Rupoyam. I read in Chaitanya Charitamrita the glories of Bhagavatam. Krishna Dev and Vedvyas is saying, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Sarupa Srimad Bhagavat. Ras means Ananda, bliss. Means Srimad Bhagavat is the mellow. Srimad Bhagavat is transcendental bliss of devotion. So, to understand Bhagavat, to understand the Leelas of the Bhagavatam, we have to surrender ourselves to the Guru Vargas. By their mercy, we can understand. Without their mercy, we can't understand. We will think this is stories. And sometimes the other Sampradaya person, they say this is false stories. One person asked me when I was explaining the Govardhan Leela, and after the question and answer class, the person asked me, Maharaj, how can it possible that a person is lifting whole Govardhana mountain by his left smallest finger and continuously 7 days and 7 nights? How it is possible? Then I told him, when you will go to home, just, do you have internet system? Yes, I have laptop. Then you open the laptop and open your internet system and just see to the picture of the universe or picture of the world, this earth. Then I told that I have seen many times how this earth is round shape or any other shape. No, it is round. Okay. Is there any pillars to stand to the round earth? Is there any pillars? No, there is no any pillars. Then how? In the skies, earth is moving. The person, the personality, the Supreme Lord, who can remain to the earth without any pillar, what is difficulty for him? He will lift a mountain and then they are left hand. So if you have no faith on the Krishna that he is almighty, he can do everything, is all powerful, then we cannot understand these Leelas. For that purpose, our Rupa Goswami, he wrote, if you want to do bhajan, if you want to take the transcendental taste of Krishna Prema, then Ado Sardha. Sardha means faith. Faith, he didn't write only faith. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is saying, which kind of faith? Sardha sabde vishwas ka sudrad nishchay, firm faith. What kind of firm faith? Krishna Devan Vidya is saying. Krishna's Sardha sabde vishwas kahe sudrad nishchay, Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma karta hai. If you are serving to Krishna, if you are doing Krishna bhajan, then you think you completed your all the duties. When you completed all the duties, then you come in this lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. If you have no firm faith to Krishna, so our Prasannatma Prabhu and Prem Rasdas Prabhu explained so nice things. So we have to digest. How we can digest? By singing Mahamantra, we can digest these Leelas. So for digesting, I am requesting to Narsingha Maharaj, he will sing Mahamantra, then we can digest, then again we will take the taste of this.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Yancha Uchera Muneva Sammatha Vikshikshurunmataka Tadvanadvanam Prapachurakasavadantaram Bahir Bhuteshu Santam Purusham Vanaspatin. Singing loudly of Krishna, the search for him throughout the Vrindavan forest, like a band of mad women. They even asked the trees about him, who, as a super soul, is present inside and outside of all created things, just like the sky, just like the
Sky.
Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explanation. When that Unmada passed his peak and began to subside, the gopi began to search for Krishna in a half-conscious state that is described in this verse. Grief-stricken because of separation from their beloved, the souls, we must search for Krishna. Coming together in a group, they wandered from forest to forest, singing loudly of Krishna. Lost in the madness of love, the gopi even asked the trees about Krishna. That is a symptom of the Unmada state. Someone may argue, but we know that Krishna was enjoying with Radha. Therefore, was he even aware of the question that the gopi were asking? This doubt is clarified by the words describing Krishna as providing inside and outside of all entities. Antaram Bahir Bhutteshu, like the sky. In other words, though Krishna's original personal form remains undivided, he is also omnipresent. Therefore, Krishna heard the gopis' question in those places through unnoticed, though unnoticed by them. Oh Lord, une page entière.
Yeah. This is interesting in the Bhavarta Deepika from Sridhar Swamipad, that because some think that is belonging also from Mayavadi. At that time, everybody was actually initiated in a Shankaracharya sannyasis. They were taking, that was the more or less rule. Mahaprabhu also is like this. So in his little commentaries, he said, now, singing even more loudly, those gopis become maddened and went from one forest to another in search for Shri Krishna. They were inquiring from the trees about their beloved whereabouts. This is the behavior of persons who have lost their minds. So he said now, the sky is all pervading. In the same way, the Supreme Person is inside and outside every living entity. So that's Mayavadi's concept, can understand these things. But he said, it is this Supreme Person whom the gopis were asking about. Not the Brahman or whatever. They were asking for that Supreme Person. Shridhar, that's an interesting way.
Yes. Because all the trees and creepers of the Brajamandal, they are also devotee. Higher than Brahmaji. So they are devotees. So the gopis are devoting to, gopis are asking to devotees, where is Krishna? Yes. And when he was reading, I was thinking, the gopis are searching Krishna by uttering the name of Krishna loudly. And same process our Chaitanya Maharaj was saying to us. If you want to Krishna, chant loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Gopis are searching Krishna by uttering the name of Krishna loudly. Chaitanya Maharaj is teaching us, and our Guru was teaching us, chant Hare Krishna Maharaj loudly, then you will get the darshan of Krishna. And Bhagavatam is so nice. Himself, Krishna Depar Vidvyas is saying, Nigam kalpataru galitam phalam. Nigam means Vedas. If you consider the Vedas are as a desired tree, then fruit of that tree is Bhagavatam. Desired tree means that tree can fulfill our all type of desire. So Krishna Devan Vedvyas is saying, if you consider to the Vedas as a desired tree, Kalpavriksha, then the fruit, what kind of fruit?
Right.
Yes, right. A ripened fruit of that desired trees, Bhagavatam. And you know all, a parrot is eating a fruit. If a parrot is eating fruit, it is understood fruit is sweet. Who is parrot here? Shukdev. The Shukdev Goswami is taking the sweetness of Bhagavatam, was tasted by this Pivat Bhagavata Rasam. Pivat, drink. Pivat Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Drink the nectar of the Bhagavatam. And how nice fruit is? Neither it contains seed nor scale. But there is no anything that you will throw that. If you take a mango, very sweet mango, so you have to throw the skin of the mango. You have to throw the seed of the mango. But here, only ras, only nectar you drink. Our Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, you drink this nectar by the ears. By the ears. Karna randra patediya hriday maje praveshiya. If you drink this nectar, transcendental nectar from the ears, directly nectar will go to their heart. Hriday maje praveshiya. and Barisay Sudhanapam, then you will feel big rain of nectar in your heart. And there's so much, you feel so much happiness. This is the Bhagavatam. Yes, please.
Jiva Goswami is mentioning few things. I didn't read the whole thing, but the first line looked very inspiring. He said, there are several reasons why the gopis sang out loud, like you said. One is to make sure that Krishna, who was quite some distance away, would hear about their dire suffering. Two, Jiva Goswami explained, to attract Krishna, who loves to hear his devotees singing. Three, it is natural for one to sing when the heart is afflicted. Amun Eva in this verse means that they sang songs about Krishna. Shri Krishna afflicted untold suffering upon the Braja Sundaris by abandoning them, even though in separation they were singing his glories. The beloved never see the faults in her lover, even when bewildered, and will always sing his glories. Samhata means banded together, all together in a whole group. The gopis look everywhere for Krishna, and in a mood of friendship, they stay together to remove each other's pain. They sang about Krishna as they search for Krishna, for him. As they roam around, they ask the trees where their beloved was. So it's an interesting point here that they form a group. They form a group and stay together to remove each other's pain. So that's actually the mat. As far as I know, mat means churning also. So we're churning our separation from Krishna. So we form, isn't it, Maharaj?
Yes.
Big group like this. What do you say?
Yes. Our Prabhupada started this to establish the mat. If you are a great devotee, then you take the taste of the Krishna Bhakti like gopis are taking the taste with a group. If you are not great devotee, then live with the great devotee. Slowly, slowly you will be great devotee. For that purpose, once I heard from Gurudev that Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, every time they are chanting and taking taste of the Krishna Leela, and suppose the Rupa Goswami is living under this tree, and next day in another tree, and another next another tree, this way. And what they are eating? Chapatis. And not fresh chapati, hot chapati. Begging. And sometimes the chapatis become hard. Huh? Dried and hard. And they put those chapatis in the water after the jati. The Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they were from Bengal. In Bengal, they don't eat so much chapatis. They take rice. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are not getting rice. Because Brajavasi, they take chapatis. If a person every day is eating rice, if that person will get the chapatis, after 2-3 days after, he become angry, annoyed. But Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are eating. And Gayanti Ananda Samudra Vagana. So we can't live like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. And Guru Maharaj told, the ascetic example is this. Guru Maharaj told, nowadays the householders, they are full of lust. They are. So how the worldly people do bhajan? For that purpose, Prabhupada established math. No so many lust and not so many authority. We cannot do vairagya like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. And we cannot, we cannot do bhajan in the household life. So the middle way. No need to sit under the tree in the cold. So the Prabhupada established this math for uplifting to us in bhakti. And other thing, what our Gurudev, Param Gurudev, Guru Vargas, Prabhupada, what they did for us, that is eternally beneficial for us. We understand, right? We are not understanding, we have to faith that what our Guru Maharaj, Guru Vargas, Prabhupada did for us, but they showed the path to us, that is best path to bhakti. So our Prabhuji is from America, middle of America, Costa Rica. Yes, from America. So it's nice to play this. What is the name?
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
What?
Yes.
How do you call it?
Ukulele.
Yes, chant Hari Harai Nama, then Mahamantra, etc.
Hari Hari, I don't know what.
And any kirtan.
Huh?
Any kirtan. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
It's from Hawaii. It's from Hawaii.
Yes. Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Vrishabhanuta